Look at the camera and say it.
Seashells.
Ah, you messed up.
She sells seashells.
Ah. She sells seashells. I'm Michaela, and this is my husband, Ian, and we have been married for just a little over a year now. We met in college, and through that we've gotten to know each other, and we have gotten to do ministry together, and it's been really fun to see where God has taken us over not only the last year we've been married, but the last few years we've been together.
Yeah, it's been an awesome journey. Like she said, we met in college. We've known each other for a while. Been married about a year now, which has been exciting. It's been great, and just moving wherever God has us.
I have been in children's ministry pretty much like since I graduated high school, and working with kids and serving them and helping them to know who Jesus made them to be. Mm-hmm. And you? Yeah,
I've been doing working with youth ministry for the past several years, but really felt God put a call on my life to move more into a discipleship and small groups role. So that's what I'm doing here at Courageous Church, is just overseeing a lot of those groups and helping get them started, train those group leaders, and just help coach them a lot.
It was about a year ago. We were at another church in South Dakota, and I was on staff, and he was in what they call a residency program there. And we knew that he would be finishing his residency program in the spring, and we were allowed to start looking for jobs anytime before that. And so we were really just on the search to find where God was calling us to next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had applied for so many different jobs all over the country, but really just nothing was feeling open. Like, it felt like God wasn't even opening those doors for us to look in. It just felt like all those doors were locked for us. And I remember telling that to a friend, and really the only door that felt like there was any opportunity that God was like leading us into was after Tim and Hannah approached us and asked us to join their church plant. It took a long time for us to pray through it, to figure out like if that's really where God wanted us to go, and to wrestle with that after we knew that that's where God wanted us to go.
We knew that they were going to Seattle. We had never been to Seattle ourselves. We were like, do we want to go somewhere we've never been? Or like, it had never even crossed our mind. And there were so many what ifs that came up in our minds when we were approached with the question. But ultimately we knew that if it's where God wanted us, he would provide the right resources for us, and like he would just be there for us through it all.
Yeah, absolutely. The story that kept coming to mind for both of us when we were processing through this and when we felt God put this call on our lives was when God calls Abram in the book of Genesis in the Bible, when he says, I'm going to take you to this land you're going to see. We had never been here before. We didn't know what Seattle was like. And that's how God had always told at least me when I was going someplace. I would go there, I would feel this calling from God, but we didn't have that opportunity. So it was a huge leap of faith, but it just took a lot of courage and boldness to just trust God fully with that.
And ever since we moved out here, it has been nothing but like exciting adventure for us. We've gotten to know so many people, and even though COVID is happening and we can't like meet face to face all the time or have people over all the time like we would want, God has clearly already been at work here with the church and in our lives, getting to know friends and getting to just have conversations with people and getting to encourage them. It's been so cool to see how God's already been working in the short amount of time we've already been here.
Yeah, we've just been falling in love more and more with this city and the people who are here. It's great. We're so glad that God called us out here.
Mm-hmm. And ultimately his plans, even though we don't know what they are always, even if we might think that we know better and we'd rather do something else, we know that like he ultimately has the best ideas and the best plans, and we're so glad that we chose to follow him. And there's so many cool opportunities that you can experience when you choose to say yes to Jesus and follow him and just do what he asks. Yeah. We just want to challenge you to live boldly
and to be courageous.
That was good.
Okay.
Man, that felt good.